Good evening, everybody. There's been some chaos behind the scenes. My dog, we thought, was about to start choking, and he hasn't. So
you were almost too calm. You were just like, nah, he'll be right.
It's because it happens all the time.
I'm like, oh my god, he's got a pen lid. No.
He's very much a nature versus nurture dog. Bless him.
Is that a good thing?
I think he's got unlucky.
Got long left.
But hello and welcome back to the channel. As you can see by the title, I've taken a -4 hit. Az doesn't know my team. And one of the reasons why I didn't tell him was because I thought that you would disapprove of my decisions. So I thought it was best to just go forth, have some fun with the game. Very boring team at the moment, as you can see on the screen. I brought in Mbomo, I ripped apart my team, I took out Watkins, missed out on his haul last game week. This game week, luckily, he blanked, but I was really frustrated by that. And I also took out the absolute love... That's you, messing up my stream.
Also, the crap out of me.
Also took out the love of my life, John McGinn, to bring in Mbomo. And now what's happened? Mbomo's injured and he's out for a couple of game weeks. So play your own game, people, because I was following the template and it's upset me.
And you asked me as well, you were like, do I need Mbomo? And I was like, yeah, you probably do. I mean, to be fair, he scored against Brighton.
He got a penalty.
He could have gone on and scored a couple more, but he got an injury. And
I was really pleased.
You can't predict that.
And also, it was a thrill to actually get an Mbomo penalty. I've heard so much about them over the last couple of weeks. So,
and then boom, rally hits.
And boom. Anyway, Cameron, as have you got a TARDIS? I feel like I watched you in 3 separate locations on 3 separate streams. Good content, though. You have been all over the show today, haven't you? FPL show?
FPL show this morning with all the buttons done up. And the stream with David with one. And now it's like,
do you want to move over? I feel like I'm quite far from the microphone, but you're not really in it.
I don't think people are here.
Does this move over? Yeah. Oh, we've got our biggest fan, Phil May, in the chat.
Oh, here he is.
We've got a whoop whoop from Phil May.
He's smashing it, FPL wise.
Did he have a good game week this week?
But anyone doesn't know, Phil May is my real life friend who we didn't know actually watches Yellow and streams until we popped up in the chat.
He was forced to subscribe. He's not here.
Oh, yeah.
Of his own volition.
Yeah.
We've had some predictions for my transfers. You've got Bowen probs.
That's what I said.
And Mbomo to Hwang and Cash to Saliba/Porro. Foden and Walker. Foden and Walker. Let's go. Interesting. Well, we will get to that. But first, we will take a recap of my team. I did the classic transfer, Turner to Dubravka.
So boring.
But Areola, not playing. Bad wrist. I really got...
Bad wrist?
For a goalkeeper.
For God's sake.
He used to have the strongest wrists in the world.
I know it's not my season when my only playing goalkeeper is out with a bad wrist.
You've had such an unfortunate season. One day on this channel, I want to go through, with you obviously, everything that's gone badly. Because we were going through it, weren't we, during the
2-hour black box length episode.
But this game week, I got 37 points. My overall points now at 885. My rank is 466,892. I'm staying within the 400,000 at the moment. And my game week points at 37. So Dubravka in goal. I'm just glad that he started. He got 2 points. Fully take it. Trippier, Newcastle. What are you looking at?
No, just I'll take it. It's 2 points for turning up.
Trippier,
no with you.
Newcastle, absolutely appalling. I did not see that result coming. Did you?
Sorry, Everton.
Trippier.
Oh, Trippier. And at
Newcastle.
At fault for 2 goals as well. My dad, who is a huge. What's the word?
Hater?
He just hates Trippier. I don't know why, but he just absolutely hates him.
He doesn't understand him from an FPL perspective either, does he?
But also he's a great football player. Like he's been one of the best in the league for like 2 years, but he hates him. And my dad's messaged me straight away. Oh, I thought you said Trippier was a good player. It's like, Dad, it's his first mistake in like 30 games. Like, let him off.
It happens. And then Gahey, only 1 point. Pinnock, 1 point. So again, this is like my third week in a row. The defence has been absolutely obliterated. Palmer, 8 points. Very happy with that. I just realised that Az texted me and said, shall I get Gordon or Palmer? We had a discussion about it. You wrote an article about it. And then in my head, I thought he'd gone with Palmer. So he texted me saying, oh, I'm having a really bad week with FPL. And then Palmer scored. So I messaged him and I was like, but Palmer!
That of everything that's happened, that was one of the lowest points of this season.
I was like, you and Gordon, didn't you? But Palmer, if you had him, celebrate.
Straight up 50-50.
Saka got a return from as well. I was going to transfer him out and I'm really pleased that I didn't. Gordon, 2-pointer. Obviously, Newcastle had an absolute shocker. And Mbomo, he did get the penalty. He got 6 points, but he went off swiftly after and is now out. And then Salah, my captain, 3 points,
That's
6 in total.
Wasn't it, against Sheffield United?
There was no real standout captain of this week. Saka, on paper, all right, but I feel like Saka doesn't really have a hole in him, whereas Salah and Haaland do. So for me, it's always between those two.
I mean, just 5 points for Saka, by the way, in 4 goals against Luton. That's a pretty rubbish.
Yeah.
He does. I mean, he's chipping away. He's doing all right, but he's not really getting.
You want that standout player from Arsenal, don't you? Like, I'd love to bring in Jesus, but even he. Do you remember when I owned him? And he just looked sad.
He's so sad. But I mean, he had a very good game, but you never really know. I mean, Saka's still the one to get, I think, because he kind of chips away. But
he should be on penalties.
If you saw 4 goals against Luton, you'd think Saka double digits.
There are some recently where if I'd have seen the results, I would think that my team has absolutely hauled.
Same.
And unfortunately, it's not the case. Then Haaland only a 2-pointer, and Darwin is so frustrating to own. And I think I'm getting to the end of my tether with him, and I want to bring back Watkins and probably take out Darwin, but that is future game week's issue. Oh, we've got Fella in the chat, Irons, of course. He's absolutely over the moon with the result. What
a result, Dan.
We've got to have a look at the chat for a while. FPL Esto, just unlucky as me with 25 bench points.
Who's on your bench?
Yeah, that's
25 on your bench.
I think sometimes the silver lining to this is that you have players that are getting points. Obviously not in the right place, but be grateful.
Such a nice, positive attitude. If only it was that easy to make yourself feel better.
Cameron said, FPL is punishing you, Eleanor. Yeah. Bring back McGinn quick. Ross has had a bit of a typo here, because I think he meant McGinn is my hero this season. What a champ, but whatever. Hi,
sorry, I'm your hero, Ross, because I'm doing worse than you.
And you have Haaland. Huang and Bomo Mikalenko saved my game week 43 points. What a great range as well. Huang, I can't say it. Huang. I really want him, but I haven't brought him in. Spoiler for the future.
Huang and Mikalenko is really nice, because they're 2 players that we've looked at in the past, but we've always felt, there's better options, Gordon, Palmer and all that, but fair play for Salah to go with them, because they've done well.
Have you read this comment? FPL Esto, I got 47 still
get
though,
out.
with 25 on the bench.
Who have you got? I mean, you must have Trent.
Yeah, please give us a rundown of your team. Good evening, Monkey Man. Thank you for joining. Cameron said, "As we'll be able to persuade your dad to play FPL. We've tried."
God, my dad pre-season.
He freaks out. He's like, I don't have time.
And then he's like, I want to create a team, but I want everyone who watches Black Box to run it for me. I won't make any decisions. I was like, it's already your team then, Dad, is it? He's like, yes, but I think it would be really fun. It's like, no, we're not doing that.
I think your family have to deal with enough of you going through FPL pain, let alone your dad as well. If you had to bring in only one of 2, Palmer and Mbommo, who would it be? Palmer, because Mbommo's out for the next couple of weeks.
If you had to bring in only one of the 2, Palmer or Mbommo, that can't be right. You must not mean Mbommo.
Or maybe it's hindsight. If I could look, I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this. So, chat and Az, can you predict what transfers I've made? I'm interested to see where people's minds are going.
So you asked me what sorry, I'm interrupting.
I was going to say so some of the predictions. Scotty D said probably Bowen, and Mbommo to Huang, Cash to Sleeper / Porro.
Esto's bench. Every one of those returning.
Sanchez, Branthwaite. Whoa.
Wow. That's big.
That is big. I mean, the thing is, the way your season's going, you will have a bench like that, but you're starting 11.
Oh, Branthwaite came on for him.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That's so
what
jammy.
What a weird week.
But what do you think? What do you think I've done? What changes would you make if this was your team?
You asked me what I do, and I said, well, your priorities are... You got 2 frees, right?
Well, I asked Az what he'd do.
Have you got 2 frees?
Yeah, no, 1.
Oh, only 1 free. Okay.
I asked Az what he'd do, and he went, save it for the stream. So this is an exclusive.
I mean, it's interesting, because you've already got Palmer and Gordon in place, you've got that bit of kind of luxury to do something, because FPL Mate was talking about it earlier. He said he feels jealous if you've got Palmer or Gordon, because that's an easy move, whereas he's having to do something a bit different.
But my knee-jerk with this, and it was a knee-jerk reaction, I can confirm, but when I was doing my transfers before, the reason I brought in Chris Wood was because the alternative was Archer, but everyone has Archer, and I found that boring, so I went for Chris Wood, which was a massive mistake, because Forest are imploding before our very eyes. They really are,
aren't they?
It's awful.
I would have done Mbommo to Matoma with this team.
Oh, fun!
Which is fun. But
and then second transfer, because I've taken a -4.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what... That's what I would have done. I'm not saying that's what you would have done. That's probably a good one. Probably Cash to Porro, and then Mbommo down to someone weird, as it's you. I don't know. Willian.
Okay.
Willian and Porro -4. That's my guess.
Willian and Porro.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Either of those right?
One.
One's right.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Mbomo to McGinn, I
No,
thought about it,
no,
my friends. I
no.
thought about it and I thought, we're bringing back Ollie Watkins. Let's just bring the whole team back together. Why not? But I haven't gone for that. This is interesting. Mbomo to Bowen, Cash to James. I have been
James.
But I've been so tempted. So tempted. And the fact that so many people are going, oh, it would be fun, but he'll get injured, makes me go, ooh, bring him in. But I haven't. Cash to Porro.
I think we've all worked out that's one of them.
Foden's been discussed a lot. What are your thoughts on Foden?
Disgusting.
Disgust.
Foden's been disgusting.
Disgusting.
Thoughts on Foden? Blanking 18 puts me off, I think, because I'm not going to play. And also, he's not been that great.
I thought this. I feel like there's been a lot of hype about him, but it's mostly because he's nailed.
I don't think City are just that good at the moment. They're missing Mahrez, they're missing Gundogan. Doku isn't getting the ball to Haaland, and he's injured anyway. Mm-hmm. I'd avoid City, I think.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think City and Brentford. Because I was tempted, I'm surprised no one said it, I was tempted to do Pinnock and upgrade to me. But there's no point, it's very sideways.
Well, you put yourself in FPL?
Oh, God.
You'll shout to FPL Harry then.
As loves Watkins. I actually kissed.
That's for Harry.
As loves Watkins, remember? Yes, he does. That Brighton game.
I do. I really, really, really highly rate Watkins. I think he's great. Yeah, the only reason I got rid of him was because I'm 2 million in the world and I wanted someone who wasn't injured for 3 games in quick succession.
I think it's fair.
And then he wasn't injured.
Ross has gone full Bank of England.
There's no way you went for Sterling because you wouldn't double up on Chelsea attack.
Not in the midfield.
You don't even like Chelsea. Oh, my Chelsea.
Oh, I'll get rid of my tattoo then, shall I?
Please.
I haven't got a Chelsea tattoo.
I will pay for the laser surgery.
I've got some terrible tattoos, but I've not got Chelsea ones. Okay, the grand reveal. Well, no, actually, okay. So this is to get you on my wavelength. I've got receipts. My first consideration for midfield was Tom Carney. Now,
yeah, it was. Yeah.
I am aware that it may seem like a strange pick because he very rarely starts. He has had, I think, the last 3 games he started, but most of the time he's coming on for a cameo, 20 minutes, 28 minutes. His stats aren't impressive. However, 1 goal and 3 assists. Now, I was tempted by this, and he's only 4.9 million. And then I saw that he averages 2.3 points per match. And then I thought, actually, that record in 15 game weeks isn't too impressive. But I was excited about Tom Carney. Then I thought...
I don't think anyone's ever said that before, but yeah, good.
Do you know his ownership?
0.1.
0.
Not even 0.1, okay.
Which I was keen about. Next, I thought, let's stick around the 4.9 range. 4.7 million, Garnacho.
Yeah, that was my first guess, wasn't it? I thought you'd gone for him.
Yeah, correct. But I haven't.
No.
Audience retention here is impeccable, Yelena. I'm going to do... Should I do charades so you can guess?
Tell me you've bloody got in. I want to know.
Da, 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 da.
It's not... Lots of people saying Sterling. It's not Sterling. There's no way. Willie, I got the... Oh, I didn't get Porro. Oh, you got Trent.
Ooh.
Oh, that is fun.
Isn't that spicy?
Yeah, that is fun.
I think it's really fun. I think it's worth a hit. I've taken out Gahey. I've kept Cash. I'm holding on to Cash for game week 18, potentially. Sheffield United. I like that. We're getting there, people, because last week my team was so boring. Even when Mbomo got the penalty, I thought, ooh, that was it. If Willian gets a penalty, I'm going to be bouncing off the walls. I'm going to be tweeting. I don't know what will happen. I'll get his name on a shirt.
I really, really, really don't like Willian. I don't know if you know this about me. I just don't like him.
Of course you don't.
He was at Chelsea and everyone had him. And
exactly.
I just don't.
He was with Chelsea for 7 years, 37 goals.
Although, I was told by someone, I think it was Kelly Summers, that he's really nice. Like, just a really nice person to interview. This is where
you need to stop judging people before you actually meet them.
Yeah, I just judge him on FPL wise.
If you open your heart, people will come.
I really like that move.
What do you think in the chat, guys?
I'd have gone Pereira over Willian. That's my only thing.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I'm 3 million in the world.
Sorry, in my head you said Porro.
the thing is, he's a defender.
No, you know what? If you look at my deleted photos, I've just got constant. It was because Willian and Andreas are the same price, so there wasn't that much in it.
Jerome Hughes remembers my comment. That's exactly what I said about Willian. All fart, no poo.
Well, you're all
God, that goes back.
We're going to have
back to the day.
shit on the pitch.
Wow.
Fella, Willian against West Ham, we just sit back. Good luck, Yelena. You know what? It's all about the thrill of these things. And also, can we all remember that I did have John McGinn, who I was really excited about, and I treated him like Salah. So I feel like Willian...
I really, really, really like the fact you've got Trippier and Trent.
Oh, that defence is fire.
Yeah. Have you got any way to get Watkins back?
Why, yes, I do, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Sit back, relax, because I've got screenshots. You're not going to like this move.
Okay.
And it's going to involve either a -4 having to roll a transfer next week, which I'm not fully against. We're going to downgrade Wood, unsurprisingly.
Okay.
We're going to go for, I can't say his name, Semenyo.
Yep.
And then we're going to do Darwin to Watkins.
Okay, so you're quite close to Darwin to Watkins then. You just need...
I mean, it's like I've thought this
0.4.
through. Honestly, I've never been, this season, this is the most excited I've been about my team. I've got 0.5 million in the bank. Deadwood, get it?
Oh, that's
Driftwood.
so bad. Did you get him in just for that joke?
Driftwood. Any other wood puns? Well, most of the wood puns are rude. Mine are more nautical.
Nautical? Well, check you out.
Darwin, I can only have patience for so long. So then this was the other reason. Not that this is probably very niche chat, but the reason I didn't go for Tom Carney was because his minutes aren't nailed, and I thought I've got enough of a headache with Darwin not playing the full 90 that I can't really risk Tom Carney. So that's the long-term plan.
How much is Pereira?
Andreas?
Yes.
The exact same amount as Willian, which
he?
is
5'3"?
5'3". Let me
Okay.
double check. I don't want to spout fake news on this. 5'3".
Very good knowledge.
I've been
Impressed.
deliberating.
You have.
I've been going through a lot mentally on my own for this team.
I'm impressed.
But I really like
I
the
can't
look
wait
of
for
it.
Tom Kearney to get a hat-trick.
Yeah, but then I'll say at least I gave good advice. That's 0% ownership.
I really, really, really like the Trent, and this team looks so much better than mine, and it annoys me.
Oh, Kieran, double premium defence is crazy, but exciting. That's been my internal monologue whilst I was making those transfers.
You basically, my defence is awful, and I've got Son, who's injured, and you haven't got the Son issue, and you've got a better defence. Yeah, I like it. Good moves.
When is Yelena coming on Black Box? I feel like I would just sit in silence for a while and then come up with wood puns.
Black Box needs more of that.
More puns?
Yeah.
Should I have a button?
Yeah.
And it lights
Yeah.
up and then I get to say my pun.
You should come on Black Box, it'd be fun.
Pinnock to me, and it's the best defence in the game. Oh, we love Ben Mee.
But Raptor isn't in the game.
Oh, wait, Ross, how are you going to be in the game? How
Yeah.
will you be with... I don't understand.
No,
Can you
doesn't make any
elaborate, please?
I hate us.
Haaland, Trent, Trippier, benched, rest.
Is that
Is
all
that-
three? Or guessing all three?
I mean, Edward, I'm going to be honest. You're ruining my vibe.
Did you watch the game last night?
Yes.
Did you see when?
Oh, no, I didn't. I watched I'm a Celebrity. I was with my parents.
Did you? Well, you didn't see it, but there was one point where Trippier's on 4 bookings, right? And there's one point.
Oh, he got a yellow.
He
Then
fouls someone, and then he goes to the ref like that, like waving in his face. I think he even like touched him or pushed him or something. No booking.
that ref, you know who he owns.
Yeah. Wasn't my dad, that's for sure.
This is the intellectual
Sent off.
FPL stream with nautical terms.
Nautical
I
is-
might make that my bio.
Nautical's a really good word.
Stick around. Imagine knowing the prices of Fulham. It's been a weird couple of days. But if I take you back to my team this game week, there is not one player in this team, apart from Chris Wood, who I benched anyway, that I would have been excited about. The midfield is the most template you can get. All I'm missing is Son. The defence, I really like owning Trippier. His haul last week was very welcome. But Gahey, Pinnock, he's no Ben Mee, and I tried to fill the void, and you just shouldn't fill a void if it's not right, you know?
That's good advice.
There's no one
Nautical
will compare to Ben Mee. I was going to wear my Ben Mee shirt the week that he got his 14 points or whatever it was.
I
And then
can't
the
believe
front
you've got Pinnock and
two,
not me.
why? No, I can't have you on this. And then the front two,
God's sake.
I loved it when I had Haaland, Darwin, Watkins. Watkins, we go way back to last season. Then I got rid of him from Bomo, an imposter. So I'm excited about this team.
I looked to do.
I look.
I looked to do Trent in myself because I was getting a Bomber out, and I just didn't have the money. It's because I've got Son. I've got so much money tied up in Son. It's hard to do anything. Whereas when you've spread it around your team, it just shows what you can kind of do with it.
Oh, Niall. Hi, Niall. He says, I like the Willian punt. Thank you very much.
Playing for Atletico Black Box on Sunday.
Oh, goodness.
5-a-side, Juice 5-a-side.
That's fine. Who's in your team? Yeah, Juice 5-a-side. Do check out the FPL Juice Twitter account because there's a charity. Is it charity or is it just fun?
I don't know.
a fun get together with FPL folk, and we have a team captain right here, an exclusive interview ahead of the big game on Sunday, or multiple games. There's a lot going on, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, Kieran was in, and then I had to kick him out because we already had a goalkeeper. Now he's back in again. Niall is our star midfielder. Mm-hmm. We got Plonker, who
is he well now?
He's ill and has a groin injury.
Oh.
And then there's me, and I'm probably the most unfit I've ever been in my life.
You'll be great in defence.
Thanks. Yeah, it's going to be a strong performance for us.
I'm excited. I don't really know. I think I'm just going to run around all the different pitches because I think there's multiple games going on at once. So I'm going to try and get some footage. I spoke to FPL Era and he wants videos and things of him looking good. So I'm going to be...
He'll be crying when
thrashes you.
Atletico Black Box beat him in the
Atletico Black Box
final.
Cameron,
I'm not sure who came up with that name, but...
Here to be nautical. Had Willian already versus Forest and got the assist points. Good shout. You're ahead of the game. I think Willian, you wait.
What did he get in the 5-0? Was it just an assist?
Yeah. Tom Carney did well. I mean, Andreas got every single assist, didn't he? No, he didn't, because Willian just did. Andreas did a lot better. Andreas and Willian are also equal on points. But Andreas, I had last season. I need to step in.
He came off at 62 minutes, though.
Good, rested, because he's ready to go this game week against West Ham.
Sorry, shout out to Max as well, who's our striker at the 5-a-side. I think it was Max that came up with the Atletico Black Box name.
Thoughts on Foden planning to wildcard at 19.
Oh,
we did
look
touch
who's
on
in the
this
chat.
Slightly earlier, but we're not really too keen. Oh, Mark, it's always, honestly, now Az is going to be distracted, saying things to impress you.
He's mocking me.
There's no...
with his weird purple man.
Is that? It's the lips.
It freaks me out. I hate it. It's the only one like that.
Because hasn't it got a bow?
I have no idea. I think it's a child purple block blowing bubblegum.
I mean, I bet Billy's got like a man in a suit.
Yeah.
Very sensible. This is the most I've heard the name Tom Carney, or you'll be hearing it more when he hauls. You wait, 3 weeks' time, I'll have triple Fulham. I'll be like that person that had quadruple Fulham. Did you see?
Yeah, he got the highest. Did he get the highest score? Oh, we missed Mark's comment. Well, super chat in, Mark.
Super chat, man.
Come on, you got the money from the Black Box. Box earnings.
No, you know what? I saw that comment, but the icon put me off. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I'm not answering that. I know who it. Mark, I know who it is. Stop being so quick. Why you two are like really trying to build up the...
Should we whack the black box light on and change it? Should I get some stats out?
Hang on.
Here's some more facts about Willian.
As he's cheating on Mark.
I know, honestly.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this, babe.
Why you've called Mark babe? Now you call me babe. I find it weird. We would be lying in bed and it would be like midnight and Az gets his phone out, he's furiously texting.
Whoa, I wonder where that was going.
Or like it's going zzz, and then it's just Mark obviously.
Others,
yeah.
We've got a special bond.
Do
you know who Mark's brought in?
5 mid.
It's quite wild.
Bailey?
Yeah. Good guess. I know.
Because I was also considering
Were
him.
you?
Yeah. That's really fun. I'm in. I mean, I would have recommended John McGinn. Apparently, McGinn was carrying the team. I saw all these tweets like McGinn is a man possessed.
They were so good against Man City. I mean, they absolutely. I called that, by the way. I predicted an Aston Villa win. Just saying.
Ooh, brag. You're like, Mark, do you know I predicted that?
I did tell him that.
I can't believe furiously texting.
You really set us up there.
We've got separate bedrooms now.
Will you stop furiously texting Mark Sutherland?
I swear I'm just furiously texting. Anyway, -4 done this week. Ariel Sanchez and Bomo to Palmer.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, I think.
Oh, you've got Solanke. Solanke's one. If I could afford him, I would... If I didn't have Trent, I would go Solanke. I know you're anti-Solanke, but I'm a fan. I like Solanke.
Yeah, I think I'm doing those exact moves. -4 for Sanchez and Palmer.
Oh, Fraser, this is a question that I am also wondering, so I'll throw it at you. Best week to play the first wildcard? Because I've heard people they've started planning, but I don't like to plan too far ahead with wildcards and things because I don't know what the team's going to look like. It might be that my team can carry me on for a little bit.
I think we might see quite a few played early because Son and Salah and Hwang, if you've got him as well, are all going off on their respective international tournaments. So
are we going to see a rise in McGinn, Willian,
yeah,
Carney ownership?
Absolutely.
Get the UK boys
but
in.
Like, if you're taking those two players out, you're probably going to want to spread some money around the rest of your team, and it makes getting Trent. But a wild card might allow you to do that a bit easier. So I'm in a different position because I haven't got the bench boost anymore. So I haven't got to wait for the double game weeks to line up that chip.
You know what? Your bench boost, I know it was a big drama, but I've never had a bench boost that was as successful as yours was.
The only positive of my... If I hadn't done that, I'd be like 4 million in the world.
I couldn't believe it. I looked at Az's team the other day and I was like, if you don't get a green arrow this week, the game's cursed.
Red arrow.
I don't understand. I really don't understand how you've done it. Yeah. Best defender, less than 6.8 million. Ooh, I think it's quite tough at the moment coming up because the fixtures are really getting difficult. Who was I looking at? Porro? How much is Porro?
Yeah, he's like 5'3", I think.
I really like Porro. I'm surprised you don't have Porro.
He's on my wall. I went for bloody Destiny over Porro. That's cost me like 30 points going for that.
Every time I see a notification that Porro's had some sort of attacking return, I feel for you.
I know. We'll talk about it. I was talking about it with my beloved Mark Southerns, wasn't I? We've got all these players that have done well for me in the past. Porro, Mitoma, like Martinelli. I refuse to even Reece James. I refuse to go back to them, even though they can do quite well. And I don't know why. Whereas Mark is the opposite. He fixates on players and doesn't get rid of them. But I for some reason,
patience is key though.
I discard them.
If I hadn't have done the Mbommo transfer, I think I'd still be up because I would have kept Watkins.
You'd have kept Watkins, yeah, I know.
Should I get your team up?
Yeah.
Why the devil not? It's Friday night. This is it. Where are you? Here we go. Black box. Okay, so this is Az's team. So who would you have? How are you gonna sort out your team?
Just say it.
I feel like that kid, when he's like, I wanna this. Let's go through. I mean, I like this comment. Carney's going to be 150% EA Game Week 21. But coming onto this, who's your first sub in case Son doesn't play?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment I've done Mbommo to Palmer. I'm annoyed at myself for not doing Palmer last week, and then I might have avoided Gordon just because I think they look knackered. They played so well against Manchester United.
Gordon at home though, guaranteed to get a return until you've brought him in and he'll blank for the first.
I think Gordon could have had an attacking return in the last game, but I don't know, they do look tired. So I don't know if I would have gone for it, but anyway, I've got him and he's still a good pick. So Mbommo to Palmer. It's going to be Areola to either Dubravka or Sanchez. The only thing that's putting me off getting Dubravka is that if I want Trippier, I'm going to have to do Livramento out, and I might want to keep Livramento. Maybe Livramento and Trippier's, but I don't know. Maybe I should just get rid of him. I don't know. It just gives me a bit more flexibility.
I think you should sit with the flexibility. I really like Sanchez.
Your advice to me is always awful.
No, it's not. You don't listen to me.
I do.
There has been twice recently, and now we don't really discuss it, do we? I did text you the other week and said, absolutely do not get Pedro.
I know. Yeah, you did. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to assume Areola's out. So it's going to be Areola. I think it's going to be Areola to Sanchez, and then I'd play Gabriel, Livramento, Simicas, Salah, Gordon, Saka, Palmer, Son, Haaland, Darwin, and then Archer. First sub if Son doesn't play.
Archer could surprise you.
I don't think that's awful this week, given they've just got Chris Wilder in. They're playing Brentford, who now haven't got Mbommo, and they haven't been very good defensively. Obviously, I'd rather have Son, but it's not the end of the world if we have a call on Archer, I don't think, this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
He could get something.
I like Mark's input. Kabori's still stinking it up.
I didn't realise he can't play this game.
Because he used to play.
He's on loan.
Yeah. Madness.
Is he on loan?
No, isn't it?
Why can't he play against City?
I researched.
Yeah. He can't. He must be on loan, right? That's the only reason why he couldn't play. Or maybe they bought him and said he can't play against them. I don't really know. But anyway, he can't play.
Bailey is my Reece James enabler. Reece James
Mark,
is
you're
coming
not going to
in.
get Reece James.
That's wild. Mark's in the
No
dizzy
way.
heights of the top, what is it now, 200k?
Yeah, to be fair, actually, Mark could just do what he wants because
Yeah.
he's I think he's in the top 100k now.
Bad game week. Oh no, I'm 150k.
Reece James, though, I mean, he has the ban, and then he's back for Manchester United, and then he's benched again. Like, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Graham. Don't know why, but I just put William in my team. Got full 7 points in last week's game. No pressure.
The Willian converts are going to be out in the masses.
No, Saliba or Porro for me. Yeah, Saliba is one. Saliba, I just missed the boat, and that would have... I fought the urge to rip up my team to bring in Saliba that game week when I was going to do Tomiyasu, which then worked out well because he ended up being benched. But then I fell for Mbomo. Felt hook, line and sinker.
Yeah, 80k and he is getting James.
Nautical reference.
Not very nice. Yeah.
80k if you please. Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry. We're going to have to... The next time we all go for dinner, we're going to have to bow.
Yeah, well, we have to do it anyway. He insists on it, doesn't he?
Or he'll go, can I have my my steak charred? And by the way, I've got an 80k rank.
Oh, he's bloody well done. He's one of those people who's like, I like my steak the way I like it. It's like, you're wrong though.
I read the menu and it said,
Oh, that was...
you should have it well done. You shouldn't have it
to be fair, that wasn't
rare.
a steak. That was a burger.
Burger. Mm-hmm. Oh, life. As you consider, McTominay is a cheaper enabler.
I don't really need a cheap enabler.
I was gonna say, I feel like you've got enough.
Oh God.
As it's getting Chelsea players, time's clear up out of my team.
Completely fair.
Also, the thing that I don't get with you with Chelsea is you should hate them.
Yeah, but the fixtures are so good.
Yeah, but this is where people get caught.
I know. Happened at the start of the season, didn't it? And you called it.
That was a burger, not a steak. It's true. And pregnant women and kids weren't meant to have it medium rare. Oh my God. No, I the thing is, I think with your team, it'll be similar to Mark last season. Second half of the season, it could all change.
I think the thing is, you look at if
you've got good players.
Yeah, if you look at my team, like, I mean, this looks bad because Areola's there and then Mbumo and stuff, but if I clear those two out, it should be fine. I mean, Livramento every week is a bit like, is he going to play? Isn't he? But it was interesting that Hall didn't even come on in the last game. Hal doesn't rate him clearly because he's talking about players not not being like up to it because there's so many fixtures, and yet Hall doesn't even come on to give Trippier or Livramento a rest. So yeah, I don't know. I think he's probably safe for now, but he could be an issue a bit down the line. Has started the last three though.
Yeah. I think also it's been quite good this season. It's been frustrating as owners, but the clean sheets have been few and far between.
I know.
When you have someone like Livramento that doesn't get it, you go, never mind. This is a lovely question. Are you going to free hit in game week 18 as you have Salah, Saka, Gabriel, Trent against each other in one game? That doesn't put me off.
No.
Because I think it's a win-win. If I took out, I don't know, Trent and Salah and then they hold, I wouldn't be like, it's fine. And then one of the reasons I went for the premium defence option is for attacking returns because it's gone really well from the previous conversation, but clean sheets are so rare at the moment. I feel like having Trippier and Trent is actually going to hopefully work in my favour if they can still get returns. So I'm quite keen, to be honest.
It's just Gabriel. I mean, there could be goals. If there's goals, Trent, Salah and Saka are all going to be involved.
Yeah, exactly. So I would like to think more like that, and I know sometimes people have like their strikers and then they'll bench whoever they're playing against in their defence, but I just think it's a win-win. I need something to celebrate, something to be pleased about.
I wasn't sure what to expect. I didn't even consider Trent.
You didn't, and every single person I thought of, you said Garnacho, you said Andreas, you didn't say Carney, but we did discuss it.
It's because I think I forgot you had that Son money lying around because you've done well. You got rid of him at amazingly the right time. I thought you'd made a mistake there. I think he scored the week after you sold him, and you were kind of like, "Oh, should I bring him back?" And then you didn't.
Well, I didn't even want him on my wild card,
No,
but
this
is the other thing. I keep getting so influenced by Twitter because I see things, and that's why I think I've ended up with this midfield, not Willian, but the rest of them. And I think, would I have actually gone for them if I was just thinking for myself? And this, my friends, is thinking for myself.
He's just very frustrating, Son, because you watch that Villa game, could have had 3 goals. You watch City and you think, he got a goal and an assist in that.
Yeah.
And then he plays against West Ham and then goes off with an injury.
Yeah, this is the problem. I think also like with your season so far, it's been so unfortunate because it would just take a few different changes or VAR checks to go your way.
Thank you.
It's really annoying.
Yeah, thanks. That makes me feel a bit better, weirdly.
FPL Cortex, I'm playing Diaby and Watkins against Gabriel Saka. That's the way to do it. Have your team a bit of infighting. Get that.
Diaby won't start though. Not the way Bailey's playing.
No.
I
But
think
isn't it mad?
Diaby's a sell, I think.
Do you remember when I was like, oh, I need Diaby in my team. I was going to take him out, bring him in. I was going to take him out for dinner. I wasn't. Who are you going to get as Salah replacement when he's off to AFCON? Honestly, I haven't thought about it.
And it's that level of elite punditry. Which is why you should have 5k subscribers. Do subscribe if you haven't already.
Oh yeah, please do subscribe. I'm on the way to 5,000. I've been saying that for a while, but I am actually very close now. I think 250 away, 270 away, something around that away. So do subscribe if you haven't already for some really good insight.
Nice.
And some good maths. No, taking Salah out, I will probably bring in maybe Jesus up front. And then probably have the fifth midfield spot just redundant, someone quite cheap.
I was thinking another Arsenal mid probably would be the way I'd go.
Yeah.
Martinelli maybe, or Odegaard if they look any better. Maybe Jesus up top could be a shout.
Supero. It's just had two fantastic comments. Firstly, Son got 2 goals in the City game.
That face is exactly the face you pulled when Son scored no goal. Just looks at me like.
And then Salah's Carney is the template move. I really like that. Cortex, I've got cash on the bench, can't do anything about it.
If Kenny goes above 0% ownership, that's all because of you.
Tonight, 0.01. And this is how petty I am. Willian's ownership is 0.7%. And I was like, oh, but Carney's is lower. And then I was like, no, it's less than 1%. We should just stick with it. I'm excited.
Yeah?
Here we go. Kevin De Bruyne. I was just about to say, if someone's listening, not watching, they might be doing their dishes. There is a comment, KDB due back for AFCON. I would bring him in.
That's clarification there. He's a very handsome man. Yeah,
I think Haaland's going to change when he's back as well.
It's just, does he have the ability to play enough games now? Like, he is like one of the best players we've ever had in the Premier League, but he clearly has problems with injuries. And he was out for ages. He was brought back in the first game of the season, if you remember. Immediately injured for like 6 months.
Yeah.
So they're going to really ease him back in.
This is the same with Reece James, though. Once you have players that are injured, the joy of KDB, though, unless you have to rip everything apart to bring him in, I think it's so much nicer when you have that expensive player and then you can just downgrade and then you feel like you've gained because the world is your oyster. You've got all that money in the bank. We finish up. The comments are so varied in this.
They are,
I
they're
really
great.
love
Yeah,
it.
you get a real variety box.
So we've got Miles, some good insight. Seems Son is better to own against the likes of City. Struggles in that. I can't speak.
You right?
No. Oh, I'm warm.
Heating's not on.
Kieran's washing the dishes. This is what I mean about the comments. KDB.
Just on Miles's comment though. He's right, and that's why West Ham did that against us, against Brighton. They sat back, hits on the counter, got a really good result, and they did the same against Spurs and won. And yeah, you want to see Son against the teams that try and attack.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't.
No,
I can just stay quiet. I suggest Bowen, as he has something really nice in Game Week 21 with Salah goes to AFCON. Yeah, and Bowen was one we were actually discussing before the stream, would be a nice one to bring in. Lovely gaming chair that.
Thank you.
As is pride and joy. KDB is very handsome.
He is.
Can confirm that I am in fact washing dishes. Thank you, Kieran. I'm in the gym, by the way, doing leg press as well as watching you lot.
I never thought about people listening to these like in the gym. That's,
Gymming? That makes me feel lazy.
Yeah.
I'm in my pyjamas.
I'm about to go and play squash.
I'm not. I am in for the night.
You're doing another stream after this, aren't you?
Oh, sugar. Oh, I have to go. That starts in 15 minutes. Thank goodness he's here. We'll end on this then. Captaincy shout for the week. I'm going Haaland against Luton. Although Luton at home, to be fair to them, are putting up a very good fight. But I feel as though they can only last so long. So I'm going Haaland. What about you?
Tom Kelly.
You haven't even got him in your team.
Nor have you.
Don't make a mockery.
Nor have you. Yeah, Haaland's easy. I think it's an easy one this week. I mean, Palace have been pretty awful lately. But I just... if Haaland can't score against Luton, something really weird has happened. So I'm gonna back Haaland in that.
Oh, I was going to end on that, but I'm just going to say over 100 people watching the
Amazing.
stream. Welcome, everyone.
Right.
Thank you for watching. We are going, but don't forget to subscribe before you
Like and
leave.
subscribe. Yeah.
Or before I leave. Oh, like it as well. Why not? Just go, whatever you want. We'll, it's all appreciated. I need to have a lie down. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Dinesh has said, what other streaming are you doing? I will be streaming with my friend Elizabeth Helenek. I think she's on YouTube. But if you go through my channel, you'll be able to find her. We will be streaming at 6:30. I don't think it's live, but it will be up shortly after, probably around 7. So do check out her channel as well and subscribe. She just hit 14,000 subscribers.
Nice.
Which is 9,000 more than me. 9,250 more than me. 750. Anyway.
You do need to lie down.
Help me. The next stream's going to be so good. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Have a lovely weekend. Good luck with your game weeks. Any final advice from you guys?
No.
Just live.
Just live your life.
Live, laugh,
Don't
love.
listen to anything I say in my 3 streams today.
We will see you on our Sunday night stream.
Yes.
After the games. Probably about...
5-a-side, isn't it?
Oh, you might not.
Don't think there'll be a Sunday night stream.
Anyway, follow me on Twitter at YellowFPL and I will post when we're going
This
live.
is the longest outro I've ever heard in my life.
Okay.